Mance, 2-0 win today against Boston United in the first home game of the season. How are you feeling after that one?
Obviously delighted to get 3 points, especially at home. Start our home campaign off with a win is really good. I was really pleased with our goals as well. Thought they were very well worked. Obviously the move which led to the penalty was very good, and it's something that we've worked on in the week. And obviously the second one through Matt is a lovely strike in the corner. So as I say, as a pleasing aspect, it's a very good start, but that's all it is a start. We've now got to back that up on Tuesday evening.
And after last week's loss at Darlow, you asked the team to bounce back. Did they do that today?
Listen, we've had a hell of a reaction from the players, considering it's 33 degrees now still on this pitch, which would equate to probably about 70 degrees. It started to cool down a little bit now on the feet. As I say, I think that's their fitness levels are a testament to them and the way they've conducted themselves. They've been brilliant all week. Training's been very good, and thankfully we followed that up. But no, that's just not for my players as well. That's for the Boston lads as well. I mean, there's two teams that they're giving everything. Obviously, the punters are in, and they're trying to provide a game of football, and it's very difficult. As I said, the lad Crawford come off with a chest thing, so we hope he's all right. I hope it's nothing to do with the heat. So, as I said, I'm stood here delighted, but it's up to the players now to make sure they're refreshed and ready to go for Tuesday. I think if you looked at the first half, we were probably the more dominant of the two. We got our goal and could have got a couple more. The second half really for 30-35 minutes was all them, and the pleasing aspect for me was we didn't concede. We were under a hell of a lot of pressure. There was a lot of balls being spun and turned, and a lot of free kicks given and put into our box, and the boys dealt with it. And that sort of resolve we're going to need throughout the season if we want to be successful.
And 2 great goals for Matty today. How impressive was he out there?
It's about time he turned up, isn't it? Listen, Matty at this level is a fantastic goal scorer. Sometimes he does need to work a little bit harder for the way that we play. He knows that. He's still coming up. He did miss a large chunk of pre-season as well, so he's still coming up in terms of fitness as well. And he's the leading man for us. He knows that. His job is also just to score, not just to score goals, but to educate the likes of Trey that are coming through. Kieran, who's up and coming as well. Young Lucas, so you can see him during centre forward finishing and their unit work, and that he's always the one that's driving them, giving them advice. And like I said, I want that player-led changing room, and I'm starting to get that now, and we're starting to see the rewards of it. And
there was also a bit of a change in midfield, with Ben Morgan playing as a deep midfielder. What was the thinking behind that one today? We just wanted to go a point down. We thought that Boston would obviously be quite direct. There'd be a lot of second balls that would be spun in behind us. Mords gave us a fantastic platform. Obviously, he's 6'3", 6'4". He puts his head onto things. He's a brave lad. Listen, for a first outing in there, I think he'd done a decent job. And he acquitted himself really well, and he provided the two above him in Dawson and Sean to really express their natural games, which was good. I was ever so pleased with Dawson. That's 2 games now, 2 no yellow cards, so we're getting there with him. But as I said, I think a lot of the pressure's been taken off him. Last year was very tough for him. Sean, who I thought was excellent as well, kind of faded out of the game a little bit with 15 minutes of the second half, so that's something for him to work on, to constantly, if you're not seeing a lot of the ball, what's the next aspect you can do? Can you help our boys defensively? Can you win balls and then get us on the front foot again? So there's all those, as I say, there's all those little bits that we can learn, and we'll learn together. But as I said, we're a group that's going to evolve. We'll get better over a period of time. But obviously, delighted to start our home campaign with 3 points. We want to make this a fortress. Thankful. We're very thankful for the supporters that come up. I know it's a hot day. There's a lot of metal around there, so obviously the heat would have been. There would have been a few people put off with the heat as well. So for those people that come today, I hope they enjoy themselves, and we hope to see them back here Tuesday evening. And how is Ben Nugent? I thought Jamie Egan did well in his place.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's happening with Nugent. Doesn't look particularly good. He had a reoccurrence, I think, he had a feeling of his knee, what he did obviously towards the back end of last year, which kept him out. So that'll be up for Ollie to have a look at now. He'll have to report and see how he is with it. But as I say, in terms of that, it's not just the players that need credit as well. It's also our support staff. Sheppy behind the scenes. Obviously, we've managed to put a fridge down there and put some cold water down there. So, you know, everything the players needed, they got today, and that was down to the support staff as well. So, as I say, Ollie was here, there, and everywhere today. He's definitely earned his money. So, as I say, along with Chloe and Ash, they've been vital. So, as I say, it's not just to the players, and not just me as a manager, and obviously the frontline staff. It's also those backroom ones as well that, you know, I'm more pleased for as well, because they provided all the players with the stuff that's needed to push us forward.
And attention's now turned to Tuesday night against Peterborough Sports. That'll be another tough test for the side, won't it?
Yeah, they're a side that obviously got promoted last year. It'll be I think it'll be a very tough encounter. We haven't really come across them so bad, so obviously straight from this evening we'll get to work on a game plan, obviously to try and, you know, first of all fish out their weaknesses and see if we can win another game of football, because that's our intention in everywhere we go. It doesn't matter if we're at home or away. We want to win every game we're going to be part of. So as I say, we'll enjoy the night. I want the players to enjoy this evening as well, because, you know, wins are meant to be enjoyed, not just by us as players, but by everyone in the city. So as I say, we've had a very good week. We've had fantastic holiday camps. We've had goalkeeper training that's been going on. We ended up getting 3 points. I'm happy. The wife's happy. The kids are happy. Let's all go home.
And finally, Mance, just the word on the fans. Great support, wasn't it, today?
Yeah, it was. Listen, they went a bit flat, and we didn't give them much to shout about. As I say, they stick with us through thick and thin. It's brilliant, and we want to keep creating that atmosphere and keep going with it. You know, as I said, like, the part of the open day as well was to get people in here. You know, we'll look to do that again probably in the next school holidays, and that maybe even try and make it a weekend if we can do, just to see if we can get some more people interested in the club as well. So as I say, in terms of how the week's gone, I think it's been brilliant for us as a football club, and, you know, we are reaching out to our community. We do want people to come and support us, and, you know, for the diehards and that, let's increase the numbers as more as what we can.